Hello everyone, Snake Eyes 34 here, and this is the Fortress of Solitude Sunstone Matrix, which is the third installment of Superman, Lex, and Zod's storyline during the Braniac invasion. So in this storyline we are here to stop Zod from taking control of the Sunstone Matrix. And I am recording this after the raid has finished, because we were in a rush and we didn't have time for me to do an introduction. So let's show you where you're supposed to go after this. You just come up here, and there are no guys here. You know, you don't have to fight any mobs or anything. You just pretty much come over here. Yep. Come over here and push this button. Alright, and this is the room that you'll be staying in. And let's see. And I'll see y'all in the next
So
video.
Phase 3 is an arena type raid, and it's just one room. And what you do is you you fight the different waves of ads at first. The ads consist of snipers, infantry, and medics. Kryptonian, uh, infantry, snipers, and medics. And the snipers you should burn down first because they do the most damage. The next is the infantry. They're like, the snipers do range attack. The infantry do melee attack, and they do like the spinning circle that does a lot of heavy damage if you stay in it. The medics, of course, heal themselves and the other ads, and they also have a couple of attacks where they have a one-handed type weapon attack, and they have like a focus blast that goes with that. And then they also have a red shield that they put on themselves, and when they do so, if you hit them with your weapon, they will do an AoE that does a heavy amount of damage and will pretty much one-shot anybody except for a tank that's blocking. So when you're around a medic, you should always, keep a safe distance from them, like a good 10 to 15 feet away from them, and use range attacks. You can always hit the medics with powers that do damage, and it won't activate the red shield. You can also do a lot of control effects on them, where you stun them, knock them up, put them in balls, baseballs, stuff like that. Somehow, and disrupt and interrupt them before they put the shield up. That's always the best strategy to prevent the shields from coming up in the first place. And but to be safe, you can just always use your powers on them, and that will not activate the explosion that comes out from the shield. Likewise, there's a feat to only use your weapons on the snipers. If you do not use any of your powers to damage the snipers, but only your weapons, they will not put their little red sight on you, and then you'll get a feat for that at the end of the raid if you continue to do that for all the snipers. Then when you're done DPSing 3 waves of those ads, that they'll start with 1 each, then they'll increase to 2 of each type, then the third wave will have 3 of each type. After you do that, the first of 3 bosses comes out. There's Non, Ursa, and Zod for this raid. So Non will come out first. When he comes out, there's 2 Sunstone sentries are kind of giant adds that do a lot of melee damage, but they're easy to CC and knock up. Everybody needs, and throughout this entire raid, the most important thing to do is to focus fire on one target. The tank needs to control the targets and be able to use, for example, Inescapable Storm to place the different adds and the targets in different areas. And then the rest of the team, besides doing their job of healing, generating power, and doing CC control effects, they need to focus DPS on one target at a time, and wipe that target in a matter of seconds. If they continue to do that with each ad, noting all the special things that I said before about, you know, medics and snipers and things like that, and then when the Sunstone sentries come out as well, you wipe the ad as quickly as possible and then get back to the boss. And then once the boss falls, the next boss comes out. Ursa is a lot like Non, but she does have this AoE where she flies up in the air and does a lot of heavy damage to everybody around her. So any non-tank that's around her when she's doing her AoE attacks will pretty much get one-shotted. So you have to watch out for that from Ursa. And then the different type of adds, the medics, snipers, and infantry come out as well during the Ursa fight and the Sunstone sentries. And then lastly, if you defeat Ursa, the last boss is Zod. He's similar to Non and Ursa with his special attacks, except that he has lasers that he uses that are similar to the lasers in the inner raid that Brother Eye uses in the last boss fight of that raid. And then if you defeat Zod, then you win the raid. And then during the Zod fight, you also have the adds that come out, snipers, medics, and infantry, as well as the Sunstone sentries. During the boss fights, you should focus first to DPS away the Sunstone sentries, then the adds in the order of sniper, infantry, and medic. And then once they're gone, you focus fire on the boss and DPS them down, and that same cycle just repeats itself until the boss is gone. And then once you defeat Zod, you win the raid and get 10 items of loot, usually weapons, and then the raid gives 3 marks of Krypton.
Alright, thank you very much. Alright guys, so that's how the plan goes. And we're about
You
to
fought long and hard. Now it's time
start
to
up.
finish this. General Zod is a war criminal, imprisoned in the Phantom Zone for his fanatical obsession with Kryptonian supremacy. When Lex freed him to aid the fight against Braniac, Zod was able to take over the fortress's Sunstone Matrix. We must
Guys, I'm gonna pop a 30-minute soda. If any of you guys want to do the same, I'll set the timer right now.
Oh man, I popped that soda the moment we got in here. It's probably gonna wear off.
Kryptonians on my planet. Take them down.
Let's try to
Sorry,
go for
man.
defeat
I forgot to tell you.
and only use
Zod,
weapons on the
I
snipers.
see Ursa and Non are still at your side, and that you've managed to activate the Sunstone Crystal Matrix to enhance your own abilities.
Caleb, I give you one
I
last
think we moved
chance.
off too early.
Fight by our side. We will use the Sunstones to recreate a better, more glorious Krypton here on Earth.
What happened? What was that?
And perish
Yeah,
with
we
the
weren't
human
supposed to move off
animals
the
you
wall.
champion instead.
Just in case, if anyone goes down, pick them up.
Death
I don't think the
it
door's
is.
gonna be glitched.
Oh, and you need to pick up Lex and Superman if they fall. It's important to keep them up. So revive them.
What's up, medic already?
Guys, don't hit the medics. Snipe.
Alright, so this fight is pretty much very tricky because the order is sniper, infantry, then medic, and it is a little bit hard trying to hit them in order. So I suggest that you use a lock-on capability, so you don't by mistake hit an individual guy they don't want. Reason being is that the medic will...
We've already lost the feed, so don't worry about it.
Okay. Alright. Reason being is that the medic will spawn a red... whoops. Locked on. See that red shield right there? He will... If you shoot at it, it will deflect damage at your teammates, and it will one-shot. Alright, we took out the sniper.
Now on the...
There we go. Where's the infantry guy? Go.
For any tanks who are a part of this raid, what you want to do is focus on those medics all the time. Use any type of pulling powers like Inescapable Storm. Keep them nice and agged up on yourself so that the group can focus fire on your infantry and your snipers and not have to deal with the medics. So your job as a tank, keep those medics running, keep them around you, and just keep the ag on you as best you can.
And it's important for the debuff troller to constantly be stunning and debuffing the medics.
Yeah, I'm trying to, but it only works half the time.
Now as well for all players on this, but tanks as well, you do not want to be striking the medics. So again, for everybody but including the tanks, just use powers, because even if you're using a melee or a weapon attack, it's not going to affect yourself or anyone else until those red shields go up. But the problem is they pop up unexpectedly and there's no warning. So you want to make sure you're just using powers consistently on them.
Yeah, so I'm actually restraining myself from shooting like I was near the beginning, so I'm just going to be healing. Okay, Ultra Kimmy's down. Let me revive.
Oh, someone by me. Getting up.
And you need to focus on one medic at a time, because if you disperse the DPS between both of them, they'll just continue to heal each other.
There we go. Unfortunately, I do not have any offensive powers, so I cannot engage in the
Get the one with
battle.
the lowest health.
Let's see here. So it's only one now, so that's good. Alright, shields
Hold up,
up.
don't attack. Stop.
Oh. Okay. Rezzing. Alright, he should be down a couple. Bam. There we go. That's one.
Yeah, it's better we just call it out.
Sniper.
Alright, let's go sniper. Where is he? Kit. There we go.
Wow.
Dang it. I am knocked out. Let's switch back. There we go. Oops, where's sniper? There we go.
Yeah, I got one shot by a sniper, man.
I'm down on the south center.
Okay. We didn't raise
Remember,
Ultra
we
Kim
gotta
in
burn
time.
those snipers down quick. And if you've got attacks that stun, you can keep them stunned with those attacks as well.
Alright, so even though our tank is out, he can.
I would
come
say
back.
on medics, just don't even use attacks at all.
Yeah, for the snipers though, I wasn't talking about medics.
Oh no. I was in regards to what
Somebody
Will was
put some-
typing on the screen.
Somebody get Superman, get him up.
Yeah. Okay.
Got
Unlike
him.
Faust 2 and 1, like, well, actually not really 1, but like Faust 2, Superman and Lex, they can revive themselves. This one, you had to revive them. So
I'm
yeah,
down
watch
in the
out for
center.
that.